Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Dana, and what I have for you today is a tutorial. It's a crochet tutorial, and what we're going to make today is beanies, slouchy beanies, which I love and are so cute. So here's what they're going to look like. Let me see if I can get this. I'm kind of standing up. So they're just basically going to like slouch over like this, with a cute little flower. They're very cute. I'll get a picture of my girls wearing these and I'll put them in here so you guys can see. But essentially that's kind of what it looks like. It's just kind of slouched on the head like that. And then I've crocheted and sewn a flower onto it. And this is super easy. I do want to tell you guys I'm not a crochet instructor. I'm going to go very quickly through the stitches. So if you aren't a seasoned crocheter or you don't know how to crochet, it is not hard. But if you need a slower tutorial on how to do this, there are tons of YouTube videos out there. And also I will not do a tutorial on the flower. I'm going to link the tutorial that I used in the description box below. And I will also have all of the instructions for each of the rounds that we're going to do on this hat in the description box below. So the written instructions will be down there. So check that out. I'm using a 10mm crochet hook. Scissors, you'll need a tapestry needle to weave in your ends, and I'm working with just a 4-weight yarn, regular worsted weight yarn, and I'll be working with 2 strands at one time. So I've rolled a ball of it that I'm using, and then I have the skein sitting off to the side. So we'll be working with both of these at the same time. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a magic circle. So you just cross this over like this, and then you're going to reach under with your crochet, reach under that first, grab that one there, and then you're just going to pull up, and this is going to be very loose. Okay, so you just want to hold it together. I'm going to pull some yarn out here. Okay, and we're going to hold this together, and as we add stuff to it, it will start to hold its shape. So the first thing we're going to do is chain 2. So I'm just reaching over, grabbing my yarn, and pulling it through. Okay, so chain 2. One more. Okay, now inside this magic ring now, I'm going to put in 8 double crochets. So I'm going to yarn over, reach in through the loop, pull through my working yarn and pull up. Then I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2. That's 1. 2. This first ring is, I'm going to make my ring a little bit smaller by pulling on the loose end. It's a little bit easier to work with if it's a little bit smaller. So there we go. So we have 2 double crochets. We need 8. So this is 3. 4. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to pull this out. So do you see where I missed this yarn here? Okay, so I just pull it out, put my crochet hook back in. I'm just going to do that 4th one over again. So this is 4. 5. My ball of yarn went. Okay, and I'm just going to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. Seven and 8. The other rows will be much easier because we're not working with a loosey-goosey ring. Okay, so once you have all 8 double crochets, you're going to take your loose end of your magic ring. I'm going to take my hook out just to show you guys. And you're just going to pull, and it's going to cinch the circle in and make it nice and tight. Okay? Get all my working yarn here. So this is what we have. I'm going to put my hook back in, grabbing both things of yarn. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch into the first double crochet. So right here, I'm just going to slip stitch. So I'm just going to pull my yarn through and through. Okay, so that's round 1. Okay, we're going to chain 2. None of the chain 2s count as a stitch. They're just to get us up to the height we need. Now, in each stitch around, we have 8. We're going to put 2 double crochets in each stitch. So I'm going to reach through the top of this first stitch, and I'm going to put 2 double crochets in each stitch. So that will leave us with 16 stitches. So that's 2, and I'm going to put 2 in here, into the next stitch. Oops, yarn over. So 2 into the next stitch, 2 into the next. This pattern is super simple. We're working with double crochets the whole way. 2 into the next stitch. 2 into the next. And into the next. And there's the second one. And into this next stitch, put 2. And this is our last stitch. 1 and 2. And we're going to now slip stitch into the first double crochet. Okay, which is right over here. We're just going to pull through and through. And we're going to chain 2. Okay, so this is what we have. It's starting to curve a little. Okay, for round 3, we're going to put 2 double crochets into the first stitch. Let me just check my instructions. Okay, and then 1 double crochet into the next stitch. What we're doing is we're increasing. Okay, and then 2 into the next stitch. 1, 2. And then 1 into the next, and that's the repeat. Okay. So I just did 1 in this one, so I'm going to do 2 in this one. So 2 in this one. And now 1 in the next. Okay, 2 in this one. And then 1 in this one. And then we're just doing that, repeating that all the way around. So this one gets 2. And this one gets 1. Two. And 1. I know this is a little boring watching me do this. I just want to get you to the part where we repeat the same thing for several rows, and then I will pause it. So just put 2 in that one. So you have 1 in this one, 2 in this one, and our last stitch gets 1. Okay, now we'll slip stitch to the first double crochet, pull through and chain 2. Okay, this is going to be our last increase row. So the pattern here is 2 double crochet in the first. So we'll put 1 and 2. And then 1 in this stitch and 1 in the next stitch. So our pattern is 2, 1, 1. So 2 in this one, and then 1 in this one, and 1 in this one. Okay, and I'm going to pause you right here, and I'll meet you back here at the end of the round. Okay, I'm back. I'm at the end of the round, and I'm going to slip stitch into my first double crochet to finish the round off. So pull through and then chain 2. Now our increases are done. We've done 4 rows of increases. Okay, and this is what we have. Now for rows 5 to 11, what you're going to do is you're just going to double crochet in each stitch. We're done increasing, so every stitch that's here, you're just going to put a double crochet in each stitch, and you're going to do that until you get up to row 11. Okay, so 1 double crochet in each stitch, slip stitch at the end of the round, chain 2, and then start your next row. Okay, and I will meet you back here once I am done with row 11. Okay, I'm back. I am just finishing the last stitches on round 11. Just a couple more to go here. Okay, and then I'm going to slip stitch to that first double crochet, and I'm going to chain 2, and we're going to start round 12. Now round 12 is the same exact thing that you've been doing. 1 double crochet in each stitch. The only difference is how we're going to end it. Okay, so for round 12, go around and put 1 double crochet into each stitch, just like we've been doing. And I'll be back when I get to the end, and I'll show you what we're going to do to finish this off. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've finished round 12, and I've slip stitched into the top Now, the only difference is we've been chaining 2 at the end to start the next row. So to start our final row, which is row 13, we're only going to chain 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a single crochet into each one of our stitches. So for a single crochet, you just insert your hook, pull up your working yarn, so you have 2 loops on your hook, and then you just pull through both. Okay, insert, pull up your working yarn, pull through both loops. And you're going to put a single crochet into each stitch for this last row. Okay. So I'll meet you back here at the end of the round, and I'll show you how to fasten everything off. Okay, I'm about to work my last single crochet in this last stitch here. And now I'm going to slip stitch to the top of the first single crochet that we made. So pull through and through. Oops. Let's try that again. Insert your hook. Grab your yarn and pull through and through. Now what I'm going to do is yarn over and pull through here. And I'm going to set everything down. And I'm going to leave quite a bit of tail. And then I'm just going to pull through and I'm going to tighten that knot. And that's what we have so far. Really cute. And that's going to look super cute. Okay, now what we're going to do is weave in our ends. So I am not going to weave these in together. We were working with these together. I'm not going to weave them together. Just for added security. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my yarn and I'm going to pass it through some stitches here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm going to get it down here to this row here. Sorry, I'm not in camera for you there. Okay. My phone's battery is dying, so just to let you guys know, I might not get through this whole thing. So, and then I'm going to pass it back through, and I'm just coming over one of the, I don't want to start in the same spot or I'll just unthread it. And I want to pass this through 3 times, and that will secure it completely. Because when you're stretching your yarn, it cannot stretch in 3 directions at the same time. So I'll just snip that off, and I'll weave in the other tail. And I'll leave the link for the flower tutorial, and then you just sew the flower on when you're done. And I just want to show y'all some of the colors I've been working with. I got on a hat making, frenzy when I discovered this pattern, because they're so fun and they're so easy to make. So I've got gray, cream, this beautiful burgundy, and black. And of course pink. Here's the pink one. And these will be up on my Etsy. So if you don't crochet or you don't want to give it a try and you'd like to give something like this as a gift for Christmas or have one for yourself, my Etsy shop is linked below and these will be in there. And I do have multiples of each color. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, our first Christmas gift tutorial. And I'll see you later in the week for another gift idea. I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless. Bye-bye.